In this episode, we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons to buy gold and silver coins before the end of 2018.
All right, well, welcome to episode
31.
31?
Episode 31.
Yeah. This is the crowd episode. This is where we just stuck ourselves in the middle of a bunch of people, and as you can see and hear, we're quite immersed in our environment. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Lots of people are kind of checking us out on what we're doing.
Yes, so there's apparently an award ceremony going on right over there.
So we'll get to the point. We're here to talk about the top 5 reasons why you should be buying gold and silver before the year is up.
Yes.
And there are really some good ones.
Number one, the financial markets have been going absolutely bonkers recently. A few weeks ago, there was an 1,100 point drop for the week. The week after that, it was 600 or 700 points up. Now it's starting the week 600 points down.
With almost no rhyme or reason.
There's no news.
Right.
It's not as if the bomb went off somewhere.
Right, and typically, gold and silver are in a non-correlation to those assets, but really we've been seeing the market pull back, the metals have been pulling back.
Oil went down 10% today.
Right.
For God's sakes, if that's not volatility,
guys,
I don't know what is.
What's going on? Come on, seriously. But plenty of volatility, which really in our mind has brought the market back, revealed some buying opportunities, and those are a few of the things we're going to talk about today. So number one, volatility.
Oh, absolutely. Crazy market volatility in stocks. Real estate prices are starting to correct for the first time in a while, even in hotbeds like Orange County. So these are typically times, and I don't mean in the last few years, I mean historically, these are times that people turn to gold and silver as a safe haven to help protect their wealth.
Tangible assets. You have a liquid market, you have physical products, a buy and sell spread. It's a physical demand as opposed to this fictitious paper market, which could evaporate and gonna go poof when you wake up in the morning.
Those markets, capital markets, are largely owned by debt. There's a tremendous amount that influences their price. By contrast, there's relatively little in the precious metals markets. It's mostly a cash and carry market. With the advent of ETFs and other financial products, they have become a little more volatile, but still, it's the place people have gone for thousands of years, and things probably aren't going to change anytime soon.
Agreed.
Reason number 2 is that generic gold is really cheap right now. I mean, dirt cheap.
That's right. With the market pulling back, with gold and silver bullion being down, it really has also left this spotlight on pre-1933 generic $20 gold pieces. Really all generic gold, but really the $20 gold piece, the 1 ounce coin of its day, has the biggest spotlight on it right now.
And let's qualify that a little bit. When we talk about generic gold, what we're talking about is common date $20 Liberty Head and $20 St. Gaudens 1 ounce gold coins that trade very close to their metals content. Right now, they are the lowest premium over metals that I've seen in my entire 15-year career. We've, in 2009, seen even MS62s at double the price of gold.
Right.
Now, sometimes you're getting them
within $100.
$100 a melt.
Yeah.
For an uncirculated coin, mind you, that is between 90 and 130 years old.
Right.
Ish.
That's pretty ridiculous when you think about it. And not only does it have that ounce of gold in it, it actually weighs more than a traditional troy ounce. It weighs 33.436 grams and it has a purity of 96750, which is more pure than a modern gold American Eagle.
Isn't that funny? The coins from way back when they had archaic metallurgy compared to what we have now, still got a higher purity than some of the modern coins that people deal with.
The difference is those coins have a fixed supply. So you really have 2 markets that you're participating in. You have the buy and sell, the bid and the ask of the fixed supply. So as the demand grows, well, I'm going to explain it to you guys. You guys get buy and sell demand.
But it's a cyclical market.
Absolutely it is.
The premium over gold increases and it drops. And if you looked at a 20-year chart, I don't know if we can get one. If we can, it'll be right here. But it basically, the premium over gold moves in waves. We're at the very lowest point of one of those waves, so it's an excellent time to buy generic gold coins.
Agreed. Which leads us to number 3, bullion. So,
Bullion itself, just the melt value.
You know, we're typically not huge advocates of just regular bullion, gold and silver, but however, with silver under $14 an ounce, close to $13 an ounce, with gold trailing.
Can you believe silver's in the 13s?
It's incredible. So yeah, really there is an opportunity right now if you buy right, if you buy the right types of products. Don't buy a MS70 or a Proof 70 Ultra Cameo Silver Eagle right now for $159. I would be buying them as close to melt as possible, and I'd be stacking them up.
We talked about that a little bit in our Vienna Philharmonic video, how people sell coins for large premiums over melt, even though they're not worth it, especially when they're modern. So bringing that back to what John's saying, if you're gonna buy bullion for the metals content, because it has overcorrected in our view recently, it is a great time to buy silver American Eagles, gold American Eagles, Vienna Philharmonics, Canadian Maple Leafs, anything you can think of in gold and silver that's close to its metals content.
Seriously, and they're gorgeous coins. I mean, you know,
They are.
Again, they don't have the history, the pedigree of a coin from the previous era, but they're gorgeous. They're just minted. They have high reliefs. They have cameo surfaces. You'll enjoy the coins.
Have you ever made fun of somebody for something and then ended up liking that thing later?
Of course.
I'm gonna throw one in here that's true of me. I used to heckle people that were into Mexican libertads. I was like, that is libertarded. Like, get the hell out of here with your stupid libertads. I don't want to hear you even say that word.
Yeah.
Because it sounds dumb. I'll tell you what, I have fallen in love with the libertad recently.
It's attractive.
It's a sexy looking coin. It's so elegant. The wings spread out. It looks like she's flying. Whoever she is. Gorgeous coin. I'm probably gonna buy some of them. And so here's your I don't even know what to call that.
Endorsement?
But yeah. It's my endorsement, but it's the thing I used to make fun of, so whatever one calls that. Okay. Reason number 4. There has been a tremendous amount of modern coin buying. Look at any of the US mint records, with the exception of last month, it was a little slow. Prior to that, records were set.
And the premiums aren't moving. The coins are selling, people are backing the truck up and filling it up, and for some reason the market is yet to move.
The premiums are actually going down when there are record numbers of coins being bought. Go figure. To me, that's a buy signal.
And it's not like mining cost is going down for these metals.
Right, it's going up.
Where's the
fact,
correlation? Right.
Mining costs are going up, which is going to be reason number 5 now.
Reason number 5.
Reason number 5. Mining costs are going up.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, there's been no new mining sources in over 30 years that are of consequence. And sure, there's going to be somebody that comments like, oh, they found this little mine in this little town in Alaska. I don't care. I'm talking about major macro mining sources where
he doesn't care.
Nope. Zero, if you know what I mean. Zero.
Yeah.
So, I'm talking about major mining sources. The last one really was South Africa in the 70s and 80s. Since then, there's been a few pockets here or there. But because there's no new mining sources and people are having to work harder and harder and harder, produce more raw ore to get a concentrated product of metal, the costs are going up.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So as the costs go up, it's going to do one of two things. Either the miners are going to have to start charging more. That's number one. Number two, they're going to stop producing because they're going to be cash flow negative. nobody produces a product they can't make money on.
Right. Makes
So
no sense.
if we're not at a basement, we're darn near close to it. And so on the buy side, timing is very good right now. And we have one bonus reason included, and that is the sell-through rates at auction.
They've been incredible this year. You know, whether it is the Legends auction, of course, Heritage or Sotheby's, or Stack's Bowers, the auctions have been doing very, very well across the board for all numismatics. Tone coins, rare coins, the ingots from Central America, they've all been doing extremely well.
They might have been going a little cheap, those ingots, but there are extremely high sell-through rates. The prices actually have been lower substantially. If you look at the last several years and then look at what things are generally selling for now, it is a discounted price.
Opportunity.
But people are buying. It's not as if the buyers aren't there. So that tells me there's plenty of demand. They just need to find the price.
And I would almost argue that what we're seeing is a little bit of a stabilization. I mean, maybe the liquidity, the transparency in the market is increasing a little bit. And because of that, prices have pulled back and stabilized. So
that has happened in the past. When we saw the advent of PCGS and NGC in 86 and 88, there were substantial pullbacks in the prices of some coins because we realized how rare some were and how common some were.
Right.
So the idea here is there are times when transparency increases, and we can even say that it's happening in the peer-to-peer networks, on Facebook, on eBay, on any of these selling sites.
Yeah.
So transparency is going through the roof. Individual sellers are now setting prices, which can generally be done lower. And so the market's finding a bottom, we can say generally. But if you look at the indexes, it's actually up in the last 6 to 12 months.
It is, yeah.
The CU3000 is up 1.8% in the last 6 months, the last time I calculated it. There's another coin index, I forget which one, another source reported that it was up over 6% in the last 12 months.
Nice.
So we are seeing prices starting to move upward in a general sense. At the same time, there are bargains being found. Those things are not contradicting each other. They're both very big real events that are happening in the market.
Yeah,
Whatever the case, it's a buyer's market. And what do you do in a buyer's market, John?
It's time to put the money on the table and acquire some gold and silver coins.
It's time to buy.
It's time to buy.
That's the top 5 reasons plus a bonus 6th reason to buy gold and silver coins before the 2018 year end.
That's right.
So thanks for joining us for that, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Make sure you like and subscribe and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We love the social sharing.
That might be my favorite part of this, is interacting with you guys on social media.
You guys are awesome. I love it.
So thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.
See you guys. That's all been recording. Of course it has.
The whole time.
The whole time you said. You're the reason why I have no more space on my phone. Okay, asshole.
Well, I erased a lot of it, so we're good. You want to intro us in?
Sure, it's up to you.
On this episode,
We'll fix it. We'll figure it out.
we'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
That's our show motto, by the way. We'll fix it in post.
Yeah. No, I'm just telling you, yeah. For some reason, the one beer, I look at the camera and I'm just like, okay, sure.
If John, like, for those of you that are thinking about asking John out on a date, let me just tell you, one drink, he's good to go.
Yeah.
He's a cheap date.
Cheap date.
I know, I go on lots of man dates.